I believe really firmly in sharing the benefit of what's been accomplished, sharing together as a team. But one of my favorite ideas, and I'm sure it wasn't original with me, but I claim it, is what I call situational leadership. And a lot of people, I've read about that, I've looked at it, and one of the things about situational leadership is they say, well, in this situation, how should I lead? Should I be command and control? Should I be collaborative? What should I be? In my mind, I adapted that a little bit to say, in this situation, who of us on this team should lead? Mm-hmm. And my best example is when the tornado hit the plant. I think it was 2012. I don't remember exactly, but I mean, there were no lights. I drove out there. Mike King, who was head of ops for me, and a wonderful guy, great leader. We drove out there together, and it was eerie. We got out. The only light was from the security building because they had a power generator, because that was the command station if anything like a tornado hit the plant. So it was just eerie. And people were beginning to assemble, and we had a room about the size of the room we're in today, had a big conference table in the middle of it, and it was packed because all the some of the facilities team leaders of the group had come. And I walked in, had to kind of push through people to get in, and there was one seat left, and it was the command and control seat, at the end of the table facing everybody, and nobody was in it, right? It was my seat. Well, I didn't sit down because I'm praying, dear Lord, please help me. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to lead these people. I know they need leadership, but I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Well, laying on the desk in front of that chair was the Spirit Disaster Recovery Manual.
Very nice.
Okay? Which we did every year. Mm-hmm. And fortunately, standing right beside that table was Ron Redford. And some of you maybe know Ron, but Ron was one of the middle-level leaders in our facilities organization. And Ron was the guy responsible to make sure we had a disaster recovery plan in place at all times. And so I looked at that book, and I still stood there. I opened the book, and on the front cover page was a letter signed by me that said, this is our disaster recovery plan for 2012, blah, 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 signed. And I looked at Ron, and I said, Ron, did you write this manual? And he said, well, not all of it. I said, do you know what's in it? He said, absolutely. I said, do you know it from cover to cover? He said, yeah, absolutely. I said, okay, Ron, sit down. And I pulled the chair back, and I said, Ron, sit down. And he sat down in the power chair, and I said to the group, I said to him, Ron, until you tell me we can go back to kind of normal, I work for you.
Wow.
And so does everybody else in this room. Nobody else in this room knows more about what we should do right now than you do.
Right.
And so we are all going to submit ourselves to your leadership. And I don't think Ron moved from that chair for almost 2 days, except to get up and go to the restroom, get a cup of coffee or whatever, and come back. And when he did, Sonia, who was his assistant, second in command, another great leader in our facility organization, she sat in the chair while he went and grabbed a few hours of sleep before he came back. So to me, sharing the responsibility, sharing the load is an important part of leadership.